It's a beautiful evening, 25th of August today, and it's been a warm day. It's been lovely. We might be heading into the end of summer now, but it's definitely not over. In fact, if you're like me and you go by the astronomical dates for the seasons, then we have another 4 weeks until the first day of autumn, the 22nd of September. And tonight is looking like a very good night for the moth trap. The temperature at sunset is going to be 23 degrees and it shouldn't drop below 17, so hopefully have some nice species of moth in the morning. But for now, I'm going to sit outside and enjoy the last of the sunshine. Right then, let's open up the trap and see if we have any hidden gems amongst the many hundreds of common wainscots that are in there. It's peak season for common wainscot at the moment. Last video, I think I caught over 100, somewhere around there, and it looks like there's even more today. It's also quite windy today, and me and wind aren't the best of friends. The wind can sometimes cause chaos while I'm filming, but hopefully it's not too bad and we can get some nice species filmed. Right, this is just to prove to you that common wainscots are really common. I'm going to remove this. Most of those moths under there, yep, that's right, common wainscot. There's the odd lesser yellow underwing, but they're just really common. Right, here is one of those beautiful gems of a moth. This is the sallow. Now there are various sallow moths in the UK, most of which are some shade of yellow, more or less. This is the sallow. It's a beautiful lemon yellow colour with various brown markings and a dark spot in its wing. And they generally fly September to October, so they are an early autumn species. But this one is slightly early, not by much, but it's a beautiful thing. Amongst the hundreds of common wainscots that I've been catching. I think we're on to well over 200 now. And in the centre here, we have another one of our sallows, and this is the centre barred sallow. So you can see it's much more yellow than the sallow, with a purplish brown band in the centre. And it also flies slightly earlier than the sallow. Mid-August to the end of September is the flight season for this one. There's been a couple of these in the trap, but they're lovely, so couldn't go without filming them. And there we have a rosy rustic, disturbing many common wainscots. Right then, we'll get him before he flies away. This is another moth, very representative of the late summer and early autumn. This is brown spot pinion. And it's not a spectacularly mind-blowingly beautiful species, there's no really bright colours, but it's nicely patterned and he's flown away. Well, it's safe to say that I now know where common wainscot gets its name from. Most of the egg boxes have looked like this, absolutely dominated by common wainscot. Huge numbers. The thorns are lovely things. This one is a dusky thorn, and he definitely has seen better days. But you can still see the slightly darker outer third of the wing. And the resting posture as well, with the wings held at an angle. I do like the thorns. And here is another of the lovely thorns. It is the canary-shouldered thorn, so called because the thorax is a bright canary yellow colour, much brighter than the wings. But this one is looking a little battered, not as worn as the dusky thorn, but still, seen better days. Still a splendid thing though. And this moth, contrary to what was said in my last video, is in fact turnip. Yes, that's right, it is not dark swordgrass. Anyway, everyone makes mistakes, and they do look similar, but there are a few differences in wing markings. But both equally nice moths. Turnip isn't one that I get very often either, but this is the second one that's been in the trap. Right then, so there you have it. I'm pretty sure I caught the entire British population of common wainscot last night. Absolutely unprecedented numbers. There is a nice moth that I haven't mentioned down there. It's one I've featured before, but I'll mention it again. This is Angle Shades. Lovely marked moth. Beautiful colours, beautiful markings. Very nice to get that amongst the masses of common wainscot. But hopefully, as summer ends and autumn arrives, there'll be more colourful species that arrive. So I'll leave it there. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Leave a comment if you'd like to, or if you have any questions. And we'll leave it there. See you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed.